there are some misconceptions. People say that Mahadeva is meditating on somebody. Mahadeva chants the names of somebody. You know, Mahadeva is chanting the names of other devatas, and Mahadeva meditates on other devatas. It is not done by Mahadeva himself, because Samba Shiva doesn't meditate on anybody and doesn't worship anybody. It is done by Kala Rudra, who is the Amsha of Lord Shiva. In the Padma Purana, Patala Kanda, 114th chapter, 247th verse, Lord Shiva says that he is not meditating on anybody. In reality, he doesn't meditate on anybody. Because there is a place where Mahadeva, he goes and he does Sandhya Vandanam. He mutters prayers while reciting, he mutters some prayers while doing Sandhya Vandanam. And then demigods like Brahma, Vishnu and Indra, they are totally confused. Oh Mahadeva, the entire Vedas glorify you. Even the Vedas and Upanishads cannot understand you. You are the ultimate reality, supreme reality, and whom are you worshipping? And Mahadeva replies, Padma Purana, Patala Kanda, 114th chapter, 247th verse. This is also present in the Narada Puranam, Purva Bhagam, 79th chapter, 200th verse. Shankara Uvacha Yayena Kinchid Govinda Nanamasyeha Kinchana Nopasye Kanchana Hare Najapishkeha Kinchana Kintu nasti kanjatūnām pravrityartha midam maya darshaniyam harete syur anyata papakarinaha. He says, oh demigods, Brahma, Vishnu and Indra, Mahadeva says, I am not meditating on anybody. I am not saluting anybody. I am not waiting on anybody. I am not reciting the names of anybody. Because I am the supreme reality. There is nothing that is greater than me. There is nothing that is equal to me. Eko Rudro Nadvitiyaya. But I do this in order to inspire the unbelievers, in order to inspire the atheists, and then show compassion to them. And then lead them into some kind of spiritual activity. I do this in order to inspire the unbelievers, that is the atheists, to engage them in some kind of spiritual activity. Now there are various paths also. If you see in the Agamas, apart from the Shaiva Agamas, there is Ganapatyam, there is Sauram, there is Kaumaram, there is Vaishnavam, there is Shaktam, there is Bauddham, there is Jainam, there is Hiranyagarbham, there is Advaitam. Various paths are there, but all these paths lead one to Mahadeva. And Mahadeva, we see the Karuna Sagaratva of Mahadeva here. So, he is compassionate to all the souls. He doesn't want the souls, his sons and daughters, to take up atheism. So, rather than taking up atheism, if I know, okay, fine, because everybody cannot understand Lord Shiva. So, Mahadeva, it will take some time for him to understand, this Jiva to understand me, but let him not take up to atheism. He doesn't, So, he has given other paths. Let him take up some other paths like Ganapatyam or Vaishnavam or Kaumaram, so that he practices that for many, many lifetimes. And then after practicing that for many, many lifetimes, he will attain perfection and he will come to Shaivism, which is the ultimate philosophy. So that's where Lord Shiva himself says, I am acting as if I am doing these things in order to inspire the atheists and in order to engage the atheists into some kind of spiritual activity, so that they don't engage in sinful activities, they don't remain sinners. So for obliging the world I am doing these things. But in reality, I am not meditating on anybody, I am not waiting on anybody, I am not saluting anybody, I am not reciting the prayers of anybody, because I am the supreme reality. Lord Shiva says that. So this should be understood by people who keep talking that Mahadeva meditates on somebody and Mahadeva is chanting the names of somebody. This is present in Padma Purana and Narada Purana. Lord Shiva says to the demigods Brahma, Vishnu and Indra. So this is there. And Mahadeva also confirms that only he can grant moksha. Again in Padma Purana, Patala Kanda, 114th chapter, 227th verse. Sadashiva uvacha madvakyat akilam shuddhayen madvakyat amrutam visham madvakyat akila vedam madvakyat devatadayah. Everything becomes purified by my words, and due to my words the nectar, that is the poison, becomes nectar, and all Vedas are due to my words. Deities originate, Brahma, Vishnu and Indra originate by my words. They have attained the positions of Brahma, Vishnu and Indra by my words. And then madvakyat dharma vijnanam madvakyan moksha uchyate. Dharma is due to my words, and just by my words moksha is granted. Mokshanata, Moksheshwara, Muktinata, Mukteshwara is Samba Shiva. He is Tarakeshwara. He is the Lord who liberates the jiva from the repeated cycles of birth and death, and not anyone else. Mahadevam vinayomam bhajate shraddhaya saha nasti tasya vinirmokshaha samsara janma kotibihi. Sutta Samhita. Yajna Vaibhava Kandam, 25th chapter, 52nd verse. Krishna says to his dear devotee Satyasandha, Mahadevam vinayoma. Casting aside Mahadeva, if one worships me with faith, even if someone worships me with faith for crores and crores of years, casting aside Mahadeva, if someone worships me with faith, even for crores and crores of years, then also he will not attain liberation. He will never attain liberation. These are the words of Krishna to his dear devotee Satyasandha. Nasti tasya vinirmokshaha samsara janma kotibihi. Even if with complete faith he worships me, casting aside Mahadeva, he is never going to get liberation even in crores and crores of births. These are the words of Krishna. And finally he says, just cast aside everything, O dear Satyasandha, and worship Mahadeva alone. Samba Shiva, that Parashakti and Paramashiva alone you need to surrender to. Just cast aside everybody. Cast aside Brahma, Indra and me also. Is the words of Krishna to his dear devotee Satyasandha. It's present in the Sutta Samhita, Yajna Vaibhava Kandam, 25th chapter. Very beautiful chapter. So, Mahadeva is Mokshanatha. Samba Shiva, Chandrasekhara is the liberator of all the jivas, and no one, not Brahma, Vishnu or Indra.